Don't be a bitch.
Death comes to us all, whether we like it or not. Everquest is no different. It happens. And sometimes we take it like it was nothing, like it was just a game. And sometimes we don't take it quite so well. I'm one of the latter. I don't always take it quite so well. I just don't like to die. Why? Well, you lose all your buffs and you lose XP, and it kind of sucks. But I'm here to remind those of you who have been away, or tell those of you who are brand new to the game, how to get back some of your XP and to deal with some of the issues of dying in Everquest. First off, one of the easiest ways to recover a corpse is right here in the plane of knowledge. And if you look here on the map, the guild lobby. Now, this isn't going to be available to those on a TLP. It won't be available to people playing on a project server, possibly, or whatever. But we're going to head in there because I'm going to show you one of the fastest and easiest ways to get your corpse. Once you're in the guild lobby, you're going to go straight north. And you can go either to the left or the right. It doesn't matter, but you have to turn. Don't go straight down. And then you're going to take the second right here, or the second left if you're on the other side. If you went left, I always turn right. It's just habit. At least when I'm getting my corpse. When I'm going to the guild hall, I always turn left. Go figure. So you want to find any one of these guys. He is called a Priest of Lucklin, and underneath his little name is Corpse Summoner. And there are several in here. There's another one up there. There's one right there. And there's one down here. They're not all Ixars. Some of them happen to be Dark Elves. See? Isn't she lovely? So we're going to talk to her and hail her. And if you go over here in the chat, she says, a priestess of Lucklin says, "Here, we are devoted to serving the will of the Mistress of Shadow. Lucklin is the ruler of the Twilight." She's so goth. I love it. That which exists between light and dark, life and death. When brave adventurers fall in the realms of Norath, their material bodies must pass through the dusk of existence. If you are in need, we may be able to summon back the remains of your former life before they drift completely into darkness. So you just say summon to her, and she will summon your dead body. So I don't currently have a corpse, but if I did, it would look something like this. It would just be summoned by her, and depending on where you're standing around her, she will summon the corpse right at your feet. So how convenient is that? So once you have your corpse, you can ask a nice cleric to resurrect your corpse. If you do not have a friend who is a nice cleric, maybe he's a dick, I don't know, you can always use your mercenaries. If you have a mercenary, I happen to have a cleric mercenary. So I have 4 slots, and I always keep a cleric handy, along with a tank and at least a rogue. So you unsuspend your cleric, make sure they're active. You could go reactive, efficient, or balanced. It doesn't really matter, honestly. They can resurrect you, and you'll get some of your XP back. So it's usually about 10%, at least from what I've noticed lately with my deaths. And I'm talking deaths of level 124. It looked like it was about 10%. It might be more, it might be less at lower levels. I'm not really sure, but it looks usually to be about 10%. And when you get resurrected by a higher level cleric, I think they have to be about 55-ish or something, maybe 50 or 51. They can give you up to a 96% res. I think at some point in the high 80s or 90s or something like that. I don't know, so don't flame me for being incorrect about the level, but it's thereabouts. It's in the higher heroic levels where the cleric gets an AA ability that can do a once a day 100% res as well. So there is that. Again, you can always ask anybody who is a cleric and have yourself rezzed, or a merc, or somebody who has a merc that's a cleric, and you have to group with them though for that merc to resurrect you. Another way to get resurrected, which is absolutely fantastic, if you click on the Alt Advancement button here, you click on the tab that says Special, and you look over here under Expedient Recovery. This, again, will not be available on all servers. This is on live. I'm on the Throne of Ice server right now, where it is available. TLPs may not have this available yet. They probably will eventually, but that might be a long time coming depending on what server you're on. So once you highlighted Expedient Recovery, you're going to create a hotkey and stick it somewhere, which I already have one right here. And you would just click on it, and it would resurrect not just one of your corpses, it would resurrect all your corpses. Here's another note. You don't have to be in the guild lobby or summon any of your corpses in order to do this. If you look at this, it says when activated, summons all of your corpses and restores 100% of the lost experience from each corpse that can still be resurrected. So you get all of it back. If you died 10, 15, 20 times, as long as they're all still able to be rezzed, you will get all that experience back. Another note, if you've been sacrificed by a necromancer to create essence emeralds, you cannot be resurrected. That is the one exception. So don't think, oh, I'm going to make all these essence emeralds and let this necromancer, take all my XP, and then you're going to get it all back. That is incorrect. You cannot be resurrected once you've been sacked by a necro to charge an essence emerald. What is an essence emerald? That goes to the next way of getting resurrected. A necromancer will expend an essence emerald in order to resurrect a fallen comrade or a fallen friend or party member or whatever you want to call them. So that is another way to get resurrected. I think their res is 96%. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. It might be something like 93 or 90. I'm not 100% sure on what the percentage is, but I know it's thereabouts between 90 and 96. You can also ask a druid or a shaman to resurrect you. I think that they do have a resurrection spell that will get you to 96% also, but I think it has to be done out of combat. It can't be done in combat. I think they have a combat resurrection that gives 0 XP, but it does allow you to resurrect the corpse after combat is over and give XP. I could be wrong about that. So again, you are welcome to correct me or add notes to my notes, because I don't usually resurrect anybody using a shaman or a druid. I don't play those classes enough. So I would love someone who has more experience in those classes to chime in on that and either confirm or correct my statement. I would really appreciate you guys. So another person here that can help with resurrection, believe it or not, is Alarinril the Loyal. No, I'm not having a stroke. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name. Alarinril? Whatever. Stupid Elvish name. How about that? That's what she's called. Stupid Elvish name. Loyalist of Everquest. So we're gonna click on them. And if you type in the word res, or just RES, short for res, you can expend the alt currency loyalty tokens, which I have tons of them. It only costs you 86 crowns, which is, I think that's the loyalty token or whatever. Or is that something different? Yeah, no, that is, because it says the same amount. I have 5760, 5760. So yeah, if I want to, I can purchase one of these. So let's just do it for the heck of it. Let's purchase one here. Says yes. I guess you could purchase up to 5 at a time. So there we go. We should have one now. Yep, there we go. And it says Blessing of Resurrection. Revives a slain ally, restoring 96% of their lost experience. It takes some time for the recently revived to fully recover. So if you have no cleric in your group, you can resurrect a fallen ally with this token. I'm assuming it works like a scroll, a potion, or whatever, and once you've used it, you've spent it and it's gone. So it's something you buy several of them and you can resurrect your friends and companions. I don't know if this can be used in combat or out of combat. If you have experience in using these, drop a note. I can always update this video later with updated facts, because I never think of using these tokens, guys. I just never do. So I don't know if they could be used in combat or they have to be used out of combat, right? That's something to consider. And but they do give you 96% res, and anybody could use them. You could be a warrior and res the rogue or the monk or the cleric if the cleric is the one who died, and then, you know, the cleric can dust himself off and feel shame because he was resed by the warrior and he had one job. And now the warrior's doing his job. I feel like this completes how to get resurrected. If you don't have access to Plane of Knowledge, of course you do not have the loyalty merchant. You do not have mercenaries, okay? Because they come out after Planes of Power. I believe they came out with Serpent Spine. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's when I remember seeing them, but I may be wrong. I'm not so good with the later expansions, guys. I don't know a lot about about all of them. Like, so yeah, no need to stress out if I'm wrong. Just do correct me though, please. I want the correct facts, and I can leave little notes and comments about this is right, this is wrong, or just make a new video in the future with all the correct information. So if this video helps you in some way, please leave a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. It would help me get seen more in the algorithm. If you want to support the channel and support me, that would be awesome. You can subscribe if you're not subscribed, or you could join the channel as a channel member. Channel members get special perks and privileges, like a link to join the private Discord. If YouTube memberships are not your thing, you don't want to give YouTube money, check out Patreon. Patreon patrons get the same perks, like a link to join the private Discord, and there's also member-only content. I also do release my videos a couple days early over on Patreon. My new schedule for video drops is Monday afternoon on YouTube, but Patreon gets them Saturday morning. So Saturday morning, usually around 8 or 9 a.m. is when they get to see the video, and anybody just waiting for YouTube has to wait a couple of days till Monday afternoon. You can also leave a super thanks on the video. A super thanks is like dropping me a tip or a donation. That would be awesome. I want to thank all my current YouTube channel members and Patreon patrons for your support and your continued support. Those of you who have stuck with me for over a year now are absolute heroes. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate everybody who supports the channel, even if you're just leaving a like or subscribing or just becoming a member for a short time. I still appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow. And try not to get unalived.